Hey everybody, this is just the tech tip with Dr. Scott Azar, and I'm going to show you how to create a Google Classroom header. But what's a little different from what you might typically be used to make is this one's going to incorporate GIFs within, and I'm going to export this whole thing as a GIF. So most Google Classroom banners, I'm sure you've seen, are just completely static. They don't move at all. But did you know you can actually make ones that move, which are just kind of more fun for the kids? So this year in my Earth Science class, we're doing national parks as my anchoring phenomenon for NGSS. So I decided I'm going to make my banners about some of the national parks that I'm going to use, and each class is going to get a park. So for this one, I'm using Great Sand Dunes National Park. And as you can see in Canva, I'm going to go to a video and I'm going to fit the video into the banner on Canva. And now the big thing is here on the top, you can see it says 54.9 seconds right next to where it says edit. Now eventually this is going to be where the problem is. So after you add your text and everything, you'll notice now at the top, I cut it down to 10 seconds. But the goal is to get your file as small as possible. So if you're going to use something that has a video, try to find a part you really like. The shorter the better, because what I found is even though Google Classroom doesn't say it has a banner limit for the size, it seems to be somewhere around 15 megabytes seems to be the max. So when you're done, you go to share, you go to GIF. I played around with these options. I didn't necessarily see any huge difference between the two. The maximum size is 1600 by 400. So I tried kind of playing around with that to see if it would help with file size, and it didn't really do a ton. So once your file is completely downloaded from Canva as a GIF, you might need to go to easygif.com and go to what's called GIF Optimizer. And so I'm going to drag and drop this. And the reason why I'm going to do that is once it takes about 45 seconds to upload. And obviously I cut this short. You'll see right now my file size is 16.46, which may get through. So I probably could have uploaded that into Google Classroom, but I was having a lot of trouble with bigger files. And so I just figured I would just show you how to do this. So when you go to optimize, it compresses it, and it does affect the quality a tiny bit. So I only kept it at 30 because I was already at 16, and I really only needed to cut a little bit more off. If you need to do more, so you can see I cut 5%. If you needed more, you just make that 30 much higher. And then when you're all done and it is downloaded, you go to Google Classroom, go to Customize, Upload Photo, and then you just click and drag that file into the Classroom, into the area where it tells you to upload. And then you resize that. Click Select Theme. Now the other thing that I noticed with the GIF, I never saw this until this year, but what seems to be happening is you'll see when it pops back in a minute, it was showing me the banner that was already there, which was weird. But what tipped me off to the fact that it actually was working is eventually you'll see save pop up, but the colors changed. And so that's where I kind of figured maybe it was working. So I changed the color and I hit save. And even though it's showing that background, and when I did this for each of my classrooms, sometimes it did show that, sometimes it didn't. So I just changed it to orange. I hit save. And once it eventually kind of uploaded and caught up, you're going to see that the banner is loaded and it is moving. So that's just a quick tech tip, or a tutorial at this point. It's been 4 minutes. I hope that helps. Check out Azar Sciences on YouTube for more.